Hello. Today I'm going to explain about effects. How useful are they? It's by making many copies, scaling it, rotating it, reflecting it, and changing it at any time. Let's see. This flower is done by the effect command, which is the transform. By rotating this element multiple times, you can at any time change one, which is the parent, change its color, change the shape, and all the rest will be changed. The inner circle is also given an effect. Multiple copy, rotation, scaling it. Let's see. Let's set color orange, go to black, or to red if you want. Circle, click once, give it a dimension, let's say 3 centimeters, 3 by 3. Press tab on the keyboard, 3. Now the effects are in the menu. Sort and transform, zigzag. Review. Ridges per segment. How many vertices? How many points? Size is the size from the perimeter of circle outside. 0.1, 0.12, more ridges, more vertices. Press the up or down arrow to increase vertices. Its property is corner, smooth, make it smoother. Press OK. You can give it another effect on top of this effect. Effect, distort, transform. Transform window is so practical that it has 4 options: scale, move, rotate, reflect, and copies. Preview. Reference point at the center. You want to scale it and give it more than 1 copy. Scale it 125 in both directions. 125. The stub. Number of copies 3. Let's make it 4. Rotate to make variation. Press the up arrow on the keyboard. Rotate it. Okay. If you want to modify the ridges or the zigzag effect, we can go back and set it again. You can change its parameters, its numbers, how many ridges, the size of ridge, where the effect is found. Window, appearance. Now we can notice that this circle has 2 effects: transform and zigzag. And switch it off, hide it. Transform also. To change, press zigzag, preview, make it smaller, 0.1. Increase the ridges, the vertex, like this. smaller, 0.08, 6, better. Okay. Now we want to change each circle and give it different color. We can't, because the 4 circles outside are connected to the same circle. If you change this circle, the color of this circle, the others will change. So we must separate 4 circles by going to the object, expand appearance. Now it's separated and grouped. You can select any one of these by double clicking. Why? Because we are entering a group. Whenever you enter a group of multiple objects, you must double click or go to this group here and select any one of these. And we can notice here the object and group is highlighted. Let's double click the second one. Color it. Third one. Give it darker color. Okay. Now you want to make the bubble. Always, if you want to draw any shape, regular or irregular shape, you should start from basic shapes. Click here. You want to make this center point, press Alt. Here's the button, let's say, modify it by A, press A, which is a direct selection, press this point, make it wider, like this. Okay, let's leave it like this. Double click outside. Okay, now it's with the group. I want to get it out of the group, because when I double click on this group, I stayed inside it. That's why he drew this one inside it. He put this one inside the group. You take it out, you go here, see this is the group. You select the layer, drag it outside the group. Now it's outside. You press on it, it will be selected by itself. Go back behind all layer by dragging it. Let's make the layer bigger, more bigger. Final option. Okay. Other, make it bigger. 70. Okay. Make it more wider. Let's keep it outside here. Okay. Close the group and put it behind it, because it added it to the group. Now it's outside. Let's see how we rate it. Outside. Okay. Go to the effect, restore and transform, and give it an effect. Transform. Reference point. This side, review. Rotation, say 360. 60. Over. Let's say 15. and put 15 here. Notice where it's rotating. It's rotating the leftmost side because in this reference point, I changed it. I set it to leftmost. If I set it at the center, it will rotate about itself. So how can I trick Illustrator or force it to rotate this element or this shape at this center? Cancel. Draw a dummy line at the center exactly. When the center word shows, click and drag. Let's repeat it. This is the line. Center, straight, move straight. This is a dummy line. It's not important, but I drew it in order to group it with this shape. So as if we make a transform, the transform rotation will see this edge. It will start rotating from this point. That's why we want to group another object with it. Group, object, group. Let's make it behind. Let's put it behind later. Object group. Okay. Now double click on the group. We're in. Go to this line, right click, arrange, send it to back. One step backward. So as not to see it. Double click, go outside, send all this petal backward, right click, arrange. This is send to back below all objects. This is bring to front above all objects. Send to back. Let's make it an effect, give it an effect, transform. Now it will work properly. Effect, distort, transform, this reference point, which is this one. We trick it and we add it to this leaf, that line, in order to force it to rotate around this side, left side, which is this. Review 360 over, let's say 15. Put here 15 also. That's okay. And we're done. And now if you notice here, it's grouped. This is a group. The practical thing here is that if you want to add any element, let's say line, like this, make it thicker, give it style. Press A, modify vertex. Like this. Make it bigger. Press outside and press again. Make it bigger. Modify this point by pressing A. Press curvature. Like this. How can we add this element? Let's put it back. How can we add it? This effect. We did one thing that is practical, which is we grouped before. We grouped the line and the button. The practical thing about the group is that if you draw any element and add it to the group, it will be added to the effect. But be careful, always before making an effect, group first, then make effect to that group. So in order, if you want to draw later any element or any shape, you will add it to the group and it will be reflected with the effect on all the rest of the elements. Where is this? It's here. Drag it, and put it here. Above. Sorry, it's above. Here. See? It's reflected on all the elements. Why? Because it's a group. If it's not a group and you give it an effect, and later, if you want to add any shape to it, it will not be reflected on all the effects. Now, if I want to add more leaves, more petals, I must take this object, copy, edit in place, expand, rotate, go to the object, transform, rotate, preview. Let's make it 10 degrees, like this. Copy. This is the group. Close this. Put it behind this group. And it's done. Now, if you want to change this element, I make it longer, double click on it because it's group. To enter the group is by double clicking. Click on it, press direct selection, go to this point, then you can make it longer and all the elements will be reflected. Double click outside. Now you're done. Want to change this color? Double click. You want to make it, let's say, more dark. Go to the color. This. Double click. It's done. Or more lighter. Thank you.